Hello students, I am Nemraj Gadewal, Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. In engineering mechanics, today we are going to discuss about the forces. Force. We have to know about the force. So, force is an agent which produces or tends to produce, destroys or tends to destroy the motion. Means force is a agent which try to produce motion or it can produce motion, or it try to destroy anything or destroy any motion or tends to destroy any motion. Uh, we can understand clearly with these images. In this image, a person is trying to pull a box. He is applying force on this box, but the force is applied by that person is not sufficient to move the box. The person slowly increasing the value of force. After some time, he is able to pull the box because the magnitude of force or the value of force is continuously increasing. So, force can produce the motion or it try to produce the motion and vice versa. Effects of a force means a force what can do. A force may change the motion. Means if a body is in a condition of rest, so with the help of force we can produce motion in that body. Second one is it may retard the motion of body. Means if a body is already in motion condition, then with the help of force or with the help of force in opposite direction, we can retard or stop that body. Third one is it may retard the force already acting on a body. It is very important. We can consider that a force is acting on a body in a particular direction. If we applied a force in opposite direction of the previous force, after some time we will able to retard or stop the motion of that body. Last one is it may give rise to internal stresses in the body on which it acts. Means if we are continuously increasing the value of force, it means the internal stresses also continuously increasing. Characteristics of a force means what are the main things which are important to represent any force. First one is magnitude of a force. Magnitude means the numerical value of the force. With the help of this diagram we can understand easily. F is equal to 10 Newton. 10 Newton is the magnitude of that force. Second one is the direction of the line along which the force act. A red line with arrow shows the direction of action of force. Means the force is a vector quantity. Without direction, we can't represent any force. Third one is nature of force. Means the force may be pull or it may be push. It may be pull or it may be pull. Clear? Last one is the point at which the force act on the body. In the figure, it is showing the point of application, that is the point at which the force is acting. So these are the things. On the basis of these things, B will represent a force. System of forces. So whenever a number of forces, means two or more than two forces are acting on a body, then the group of these forces is called the system of forces. There are so many type of systems. First, coplanar forces. Coplanar forces, according to the name, the coplanar forces are the forces which are exists in the same plane. Next one is collinear forces. Collinear forces means all the forces are acting along the same line. These all forces are called collinear forces. Next one is concurrent forces. Concurrent forces means if a number of forces are acting at a point, when the number of forces are acting at a point, that in that condition we can say that these all forces are concurrent forces. Coplanar concurrent forces means the concurrent forces are exist in the same plane. Means a number of forces are existing in same plane and acting at the same point. These forces are called coplanar concurrent forces. Next one is coplanar non-concurrent forces. Coplanar non-concurrent forces means the forces are exists in same plane but not acting at a point. Means they will not meet at any point. Means all the forces are parallel to each other. Non-concurrent means parallel forces. Coplanar concurrent forces means we can say the forces exists on same plane and parallel to each other. Next one is coplanar non-concurrent forces. Sorry, non-concurrent coplanar non-coplanar concurrent forces. Non-coplanar means the forces are exist in different planes and acting at the same point. Last one is non-coplanar non-concurrent forces. Means all forces are in different planes and not acting at any point. Means all forces are parallel to each other and exist in different plane. That is called non-coplanar non-concurrent forces. Next is resultant and composition of forces. What is the resultant of any forces? If a number of forces are acting simultaneously on a body, then if we want to replace those forces with one force, and that one force produce the same effect as produced by the all forces, then that single force is called resultant force. And what is the composition? Composition is the process of find out the resultant force of a given number of forces. It's called composition of forces. Methods for finding out the resultant forces. There are two methods: analytical method and graphical method. Analytical method further classified in parallelogram method or parallelogram law of forces, and other one is method of resolution of forces. Thank you. In next lecture we will discuss about the parallelogram law of forces. Thank you.